Good afternoon. How are you doing? Hope you're having a great day whenever you're watching this. My name is Hank Uloff from Our Marketing Guy and OurMarketingGuy.com. And
My name is Kay Wallace with Tools to Connect and a DNAT strategic partner. Good afternoon for me, Hank. How are you?
I am doing really well, and it's morning for me. And one of the reasons we're doing this Google Hangout is that very reason that you and I are in different time zones, and we are still able to connect and network and do business together face to face, even though we're a few states apart. Uh, so,
Absolutely.
so the reason we're doing this little video is that when Kay and I speak in front of in public and speak in front of an audience, we will say, "Okay, how many people know what Skype is?" And every hand's going to go up in the room. Everyone knows what Skype is. And then we say, "How many people know what a Google Hangout is?" And only about 5% of the room, maybe 10% of the room, still have their hands up. So what we're trying to do is educate people on the benefits of using Google Hangouts, which we do when we're speaking in public, and show you how to get started with them. Because there's a few ways, a few tips to make that a lot easier. How's that, Kay? Do you want to talk about GHOs a little bit and the benefits of using them?
Absolutely. So, as Hank, as you mentioned, if you're using Skype or something like that, a lot of times what we do when we're doing that, and I know a number of like vocal coaches, and they'll do Skype sessions and all this, and the quality is really not that great. However, with a Google Hangout, what makes things easy to do is you can record it. It goes straight to your YouTube channel. You can share it publicly, or again, if you're a vocal coach or an acting coach or something that I know uses this technology, they can record that and their student can actually go watch it over and over and over. So it could be a private or public video. So you're leveraging what you're doing. So those in the business-to-business world, business-to-consumer, educate your client base, your potential client base. And if you have the same questions that you're asked all the time, this is a great way to get them answered. And then we do a lot of Google Hangouts. We're going to be able to send this and go, you know what, this is how you do it. So now we don't have to walk people through it. Not that we don't enjoy walking people through it.
We do like that.
Yes, but this actually makes our job a little easier, and it gives some permanent real estate out there.
Yep. For example, I scheduled like 5 or 6 Google Hangouts with people in the next couple of days that have never done one before. So I could either walk them through it individually, which will take both of us a lot longer, or I asked Kay if she would be kind enough to do this video with me. And I'm now going to send the link because this will get uploaded to my YouTube channel instantly. If you've ever tried to upload a 5 or 10-minute video to YouTube, you know how long it takes. This will be live instantly, and I'll be able to drop it in an email and say, okay, in order to get ready for our Google Hangout, check out this video, and we'll be all set to run at the appointed time. It's also good, let's say you're a promotional product company, heaven forbid, and you want to show samples, or if you want to meet with somebody, it's an easy way to do that. But one of the best reasons to do a Google Hangout is that, let's say you're doing your networking the normal way. You say, hey, let's meet at some coffee shop, and we'll chat about what we do. Get to know each other, what's a good lead for us. So you'll be there, you'll chat for an hour. Your phone may ring in the middle of it or not. You may be interrupted. But what happens as soon as you leave? You're right on your phone, and you're talking about, you're answering messages and checking emails, and everything you talked about in that meeting has now gone. And let's say you did the absolute best description of your business ever. We do marketing plans, and we do promotional products and logo design, and we put it all together in one pack. You've done a great job of that, but that's gone. So by using Google Hangout, you can keep that, and like Kay said, you're developing permanent real estate on the internet. So, Kay, should we get started?
Absolutely. Let's do it.
All right. I'm going to do what's called a screen share. So my face is going to disappear, and you're going to see what's on my computer screen. And we do that, and I hit that, and did it work? Yes!
It did. Okay, so before, as Hank is showing this screen, what it is logging into a Gmail account. So before you do anything, if you do not have a Gmail account, highly, highly, highly recommend you do it. It's really the only way to work in the Google world. It it also automatically, when you get a Gmail account, you automatically can set up your Google Plus, which is that's how the platform that the Google Hangout is in, Google Plus, and it attaches directly to YouTube because Google owns YouTube. So there are multiple other reasons that I suggest a Gmail. You don't have to put it on a business card. You don't have to,
Hey,
just totally background. Just use it as a online tool.
yeah, and as long as you mention business cards, if you have your business card with a Gmail account or an Earthlink account or any of those other accounts that aren't your website, get rid of them now. Do not publicize them. Okay, I'm getting off my soapbox.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's another video.
It is, and we should make everyone read it. Okay, so you've
Okay.
now logged in to
Yes.
your Gmail account,
Yes.
and now you see this. So now you've gotten to your Google account,
Mm-hmm.
and you click on there. The first time, okay, so you walk through the screen.
Well, so what happens is when you and we're just
You know, I
we're
may
not,
have gone one screen. Let me come back to this screen.
okay. That's
Let's
probably
go
a good
to
idea.
let's go to this one first.
That rocks. So okay, so when you set up your Google Plus profile, and now we're not going to work with you on that. That's something that Google Plus walks you through, and it'll tell you to add friends to circles, so on and so forth. But for all intents and purposes, we're going to strictly concentrate on the Google Hangout portion. So, Hank, go ahead, Hank. Tell us about the screen that you have up there when you want to get started on having a Google Hangout, or when you're invited to one.
Okay, so if you were going to start one, you would click the button where it says Start One. And you know what, Kate, do me a favor, finish the rest of that screen because I have to grab a power supply into my computer.
Okay, awesome. So, like Hank said, where he's got highlighted Start One, by the way, the chat must be enabled. So on the screenshot, you can see where he's got all these people kind of hanging around to his, on the right of the screen there. There are people in his circles that he can chat with, very much like chat on Facebook. It's the same, you just have friends to be connected. So that has to be enabled, and it's in the bottom. It just says chat.
I'm back.
Okay, so
we're so professional.
And as soon as you hit the chat button, it will say whether it's enabled or disabled. Make sure it's enabled. So if you want to invite somebody, again, like he said, hit where it says Start One. And the second option is getting invited to one.
Okay, let's go back. The first time you go into one, you're going to see this screen.
Yes.
And it's going to remind you, this is one of those legal things that you're being invited to one. Yeah. All the ones that you've probably given up your 27 children for 50 million times. So it's the same thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
And also when you go to record, you will have to check that every time because that's a permission-based to be able to be recorded. So, very much like if they wanted to put you in a show somewhere and you had to sign a release form, that's kind of what this is. Okay,
so once you have gone into it, this is, if you were starting a Google Hangout, this is the screen you're going to see. You'll notice this is mine. You see all the people that are in my circles. In fact, there you are, Kay, at the very top. You have to, in fact, I numbered this wrong. I should have put the number 1 and the 2 together. The first thing you're going to have to do is you're going to have to name the Hangout, and then you can invite people. The number 3 right there is a little box. If you're going to record, you have to check that box. And number 4, you then hit Hangout, and that's what starts it. As soon as you've gone into this Hangout, you'll see at the bottom in that red circle, your camera will turn on.
Yes,
So,
and then you can use an external camera on your computer or one that's built in internally. And on that screen, Hank, on that same screen in the one box,
yes.
I just wanted to point out that you can do one of two things. You can either click on a picture of somebody or start typing their name and their name will show up. Or if you're not really connected yet, but you have their email address, you can invite them from that email address.
Okay.
So if they give you that Gmail address, you can type that in and it will send the invitation to them.
Now, and also that isn't the last place you're going to be able to invite them. So
Correct.
each time you record on this screen, you'll see number one. You're going to have to click that again, and it's reminding you that you are recording this, and it's going to go to your YouTube channel. So you've done all that. Here is your screen. This is the first thing you're going to see. And your pictures at the bottom, main screen at the top. On the left side are all sorts of toolboxes. We're not going to get into all of those, but just know that there's a whole bunch of stuff there. So, what do you see here, Kay?
Oh, well, this is actually a screenshot of the Hangout itself, as well as pointing out the different toolboxes. Is this where, do you want to talk about the lower third here?
Sure. You'll notice, in fact, let me go back over here for a second. You'll see below Kay's face. Smile, Kay. There you go. It says Kay Wallace, Tools to Connect and DNet Strategic Partner. That's called a lower third, so that you can publicize yourself when you're on your Google Hangout. And you know, the bizarre thing happened. I was trying to track down somebody, and the only way I was able to track them down was that I remember they did a video, and I was able to go in and get their phone number off the lower third, because I couldn't. They're so invisible on the internet, which is a whole other video, that I had to find them on a video they had done. Okay,
oh, wow.
So on this screen, number one is you'll always see the name of the Hangout. But let's skip over to down to number two is where you'd invite people. It's another place to invite people. Number three is the toolbox, which is indicated by number 4 on the right side, and the one that we're using, that's where you'll find the lower third. And then number 5, you click OK to let people know you're ready to close that and start.
Now, I will say, you know, let's don't keep this completely dry. So in the Hangout toolbox, there are a couple of fun things you can do. There's music you can play. There's little thought bubbles you can put in. So you can get creative with this. It doesn't have to be so straightforward. I mean, we're doing this, we do it for business purposes, but, you know, we actually had somebody's birthday party and on a Google Hangout, and we all had goofy hats on and goofy, you know. So it was still a business thing, but anyway, it was kind of fun. We made it a little fun. So there's fun things you can do in Google Hangouts.
So, in fact, I think I'm going to give you, let's see if it works. Oh, come on. See, I just tried. I hit the sound button.
Didn't happen.
Yeah, you try yours.
Let's see what I can come up with.
There I am. I can put all sorts of fun faces.
Yeah. So, okay, so that's enough of the goofy part.
Yeah.
Oh, no, you're back.
I am. In fact, I have to get rid of the face. How do I get rid of the face, Kay?
Just click it on again.
There we go.
That's what's interesting about Google Hangout. Whatever you click on and start something, just click it again and it turns it off.
All right, so those are the basics on how to get started in a Google Hangout. If you have any other questions or want to ask something of Kay and I, there's going to be a web form at the bottom of this video. and feel free to contact us, and we'll help you out best we can.
Yeah, Matt, I just want to thank you for doing this, Hank. I appreciate it because I get asked all the time, and I appreciate you allowing me to use this video. It'll be good for you, and good. It's a great way for people to get connected. It's not easy. People get a little scared of, oh, but I don't know how to do that. You can't break it.
No, you can't, because Google is this multi-billion-dollar website, and you can't. No, they've set it up so that we can't.
Yeah.
All right, everybody. I'm Hank Uloff from Our Marketing Guy, and that is
Kay Wallace, the Tools to Connect.
good job. We'll see you